You survive nurse practitioner school, you push through clinicals, you pass your certification exam. This is more than a milestone. This is a moment. You've poured your heart into studying, sacrificed weekends, powered through clinicals. Congratulations. Now that you're certified, you might be thinking, what happens next? How do you go from passing the exam to actually practicing as a nurse practitioner? That is exactly what we are going to talk about today, step by step. Step 1, apply for state licensure. The first thing you need to do is to apply for your APRN license in the state where you intend to practice. Request that the ANCC or the AMP send your certification to your state board of nursing. Each state has its own licensure process, so it is important to review the specific requirements on the State Board of Nursing website for the state where you plan to practice. However, most states generally require graduating from an accredited nurse practitioner program, a proof of national board certification, an active RN license. They might also need background checks, fingerprints, processing fees. Start early. Some states can take weeks to months to process your application. Step 2, don't quit your RN job just yet. The reality is that licensure and credentialing take time. If you're still working as an RN, hang on to that role a little longer. It will keep you financially secure and help you ease the transition while you wait for everything to come true. Step 3 is to apply for your NPI and DEA numbers. You can apply for your NPI at the National Plan and Provider Enumeration System website. Most people receive theirs in under 10 days. I got mine in under 48 hours. If your role includes prescribing controlled substances, you also need a DEA number. Some states require a collaborating physician, while others allow autonomous practice. You can apply for a DEA number at the Drug Enforcement Administration website. It typically takes about 4 to 6 weeks, but mine arrived in just 3 days, so it varies. Some employers will actually reimburse you for the cost of your DEA registration, so you can ask that during interviews. Step 4, set up your CAQH profile. One of the most important but often overlooked steps after getting hired as a nurse practitioner is insurance credentialing. And that process begins with setting up your CAQH profile. So what is credentialing? You might ask yourself, what is credentialing? What is insurance credentialing? Credentialing is the process healthcare employers use to verify your qualifications, including your education, licensure, certification, work history, malpractice insurance, and other key professional information. This is required before you can start seeing patients and billing insurance companies. But here's the important part. Most credentialing takes place after you've been hired, not before. That means even if you've accepted an NP job, you can't start seeing patients until you're credentialed with each insurance plan that the practice accepts. Credentialing timeline varies, but it typically takes about 30 to 180 days after you are hired. Each insurance panel must independently verify your information. Delays are common if documents are missing or information is inaccurate. That is why setting up your CAQH profile early can help speed up the process. CAQH ProView is a secure centralized system used by most insurance companies and healthcare organizations to collect and verify your professional data. Once you create your profile, you can share that information electronically with multiple organizations, saving you from having to fill out the same paperwork over and over. The tip I share is to keep your CAQH profile up to date at all times. Missing or outdated information is one of the biggest causes of credentialing delays. So while it may seem like you're just filling another form, your CAQH profile is key to getting credentialed and fully onboarded into your new nurse practitioner role. The sooner you complete it accurately, the sooner you can start seeing patients and getting paid for your work. So that step is very important. Step 5 is to update your resume and online presence. Now is the time to update your resume. Highlight your education, certifications, any relevant experience. Tailor your resume for each job application, focusing on the skills, the experiences that best match the job description. Also, make sure to update your LinkedIn profile and any job search accounts that reflects your new credentials so that your future employers can see. You can also join Nurse Practitioner organization, online communities for networking and support. And if you're certified PMHMP, you can join the post-certification lounge for PMHMPs, which is a Facebook group. Step 6 is to start applying for jobs. Decide on a practice setting that aligns with your specialty, whether it is outpatient, inpatient, primary care, psychiatry, urgent care, or telehealth. In your first role, I generally recommend not being too choosy. The goal is to get your foot in the door and start building real-world experience. Tailor your applications to each position and prepare thoroughly for interviews. Be ready to talk about your clinical experience, your care philosophy, and the unique value you can bring in as a new nurse practitioner. Step 7 is to review key concepts while waiting for a job offer. While you're waiting for a job offer, use this time to brush up on any key concepts, especially psychopharmacology if you are a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. This will help you feel more confident and prepared once you start seeing patients. So this step is very important. Step 8 is to know your state scope of practice. Before you start your first job, make sure you understand your state's scope of practice laws. Know what you can do independently and what may require a collaborating physician. This ensures that you're compliant and also helps you start your new role with confidence. Step 9 is to consider getting a malpractice insurance. Especially after you've been hired. Even if your employer provides coverage, having your own personal policy offers added protection and a peace of mind. It ensures that your interests, not just your employers, are fully represented, even if you're ever involved in a legal case. Step 10 is to maintain your credential. Start early, stay compliant. Once you start working as a nurse practitioner, your journey of professional development continues, and that includes keeping your credentials active and in good standing. The AMP and the ANCC, they must be renewed every 5 years. RN and APRN license typically need to be reviewed every 2 to 5 years, depending on your state's requirements. Step 11 is to start accumulating continuing education. Here's something many new MPs don't realize. You don't have to wait until your license is about to expire to start earning CE credit. In fact, you shouldn't. Once you accept your first MP position and begin working, you can gradually start accumulating CA hours. This makes the renewal process much easier down the line and prevents you from scrambling to complete a large number of hours at the last minute. Staying current with CE helps you grow clinically and can also keep your practice aligned with the latest evidence-based standards. And if you're dual certified or hold multiple licenses, and organized CE tracking ensures you meet all requirements without redundancy. My pro tip is to consider keeping a digital folder or CE tracker spreadsheet where you can record completed hours, dates, topics, and certificates. This will make your renewal process fast and stress-free when the time comes. Step 12 is to keep learning. Becoming an MP doesn't mean learning stops. It just means that your learning now directly impacts lives. You can attend webinars, join professional development events, read evidence-based articles, and most importantly, surround yourself with experienced NPs who can support and mentor you. So please remember, you've made it through one of the hardest parts, and now the real work begins, but you're not alone. This part is full of opportunity. It is full of growth and purpose. And you already have what it takes to thrive. So please tell me in the comments, where are you right now in your NP journey? What advice would you give someone who just passed their boards? And if this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up, Please share it with other NPs. Subscribe to this channel and don't forget to tap the notification bell. Please don't forget to tap the notification bell so that you never miss the next step in your journey. Thanks for watching. I am Dr. Georgette Kui, and I'll see you in the next video.